민수기 30장, Numbers chapter 40. Moses said to the head of the tribes of Israel, "This is written, Lord's command, when a man makes a vow to the Lord or take an oath to obligate himself by the pledge, he must not break his word, but must do everything he said." When a young woman still living in her father's house makes vows to the Lord or obligates herself by a pledge, and the father heard about her vow and pledge, but says nothing to her, then all her vows and every pledge by which she obligated herself will stand. But if her father forbid her when he hears about it, none of her vows or the pledge by which she obligated herself will stand, the Lord will release her, because her father has forbidden her. If she marry after she makes a vows, or after her lips utters a rash promise by which she obligated herself, and her husband hears about it but says nothing to her, then her vows and the pleas by which she obligated herself will stand. But if her husband obligated herself, the husband forbid her when he hears about it, he nullifies the vows that obligated her, or the rash promise by which she obligated herself, and the Lord will release hers. Any vows or obligations taken by the widow or divorced woman will be binding on her. If a woman living with her husband makes a vow or obligates herself by a pledge under oath, and her husband hears about it but says nothing to her, and the door not forbids her, and then all her vows or the pledge by which she obligated herself will stand. But if her husband nullifies them when he hears about them, then none of the vows or pleas that came from her lips and will stand. Her husband has nullified them, and the Lord will release her. Her husband may confirm or nullify any vow she makes, or any sworn pleas to deny herself, but her husband says nothing to her about it from day by day, then confirms all vows or the pledges binding on her. He confirms them by saying nothing to her when he hears about them. But if he nullifies them sometimes after he hears about them, then he is responsible for her guilt. These are the regulations the Lord gave Moses concerning relationships between man and his wife, and between a father and his young daughter while living in his house.